I've improvised 50 hours in a Michelin Star restaurant without memorizing any songs, and here's how. Every time I play in a Michelin Star restaurant, I can improvise for hours, and instead of learning sheet music or mastering a whole bunch of songs I had to memorize, I would just play from my own color block method. And in this video, I want to show you how I reached piano freedom and use the piano as my emotional outlet. So what is the color block method? It's a color-coded pattern-based learning system that enables ear-based improvisation without reading notes. What does it mean exactly? It means that absolute beginners can start to play without getting overwhelmed. It was actually designed for beginners, but it means also, that's what I discovered later, that's even more powerful for piano experts who don't have to rely on sheet music or chord progressions anymore. And it means that you can sound impressive without dealing with complex chords. So what do I mean by that? You have your color block in the left hand, which is basically an arpeggio. This would be in C major, and then you change it to a different chord. But it's always the same pattern. Let's do a minor variant. What I mean with without dealing with complex chords is that if you decide the melody to be unstable, it's just a very quick example. An unstable note is choosing a note that is not part of the chord. For example, B. If you then add to that B chord tones, so we have A minor, we have the melody as B, and then you add the C and the E from the actual chord. And then you can create, that's essentially the sum of those notes becomes kind of a complex chord, but the thinking comes from simplicity. You see? That's just very quick dive into that. And it's not a shortcut to success, but it is a free online course without all the noise, no distractions. It is like a curated training that with very short videos, like 5-second videos where you just see my hand playing all these different patterns. So there are 5 patterns in total: the red color block and the yellow block are kind of the core color blocks, which I use all the time. And you can use them in different speeds and different dynamics, and then you can create organic play just like that. So my piano training starts with the left hand, not the right hand. The reason for that is because you need to find a foundation first. And after that you can decorate the house. By the way, if you want a copy of this Google Doc and learn more about free piano improvisation, I'm sharing it in my free community. Click the link in the description to join. And it's a group where you can hang out with other piano enthusiasts and share your videos to get feedback. I am there to give feedback, and we host a weekly game that you can join, a little challenge, and then it's fun to see everybody submitting their video and commenting on each other. So anyway, after years of reps, I realized I had built my own system, extremely intuitive and effective for players with prior experience. And the exact steps I took towards achieving piano freedom is: step one is the color block method. That is the what I just say about the patterns. We don't even care about the right hand because that comes later. We just want, if you have your left hand, you can already create beautiful music. The next step is the melody protocol. This is where you introduce the right hand and we start with stable and unstable notes. So when we play, every time we play a chord, there are always notes that you can choose from that are either stable or unstable. So if we play C major, the melody that we choose can start, for example, in C, and the C would be stable because C is part of the chord C, obviously. But there are two more notes that are part of the chord of C, C, E, G. So if my melody starts on G, that would also be a stable note. Why am I talking about stable and unstable notes? Because beautiful melodies are always a combination, like a well-balanced combination of stable and unstable melodies. Notes. Stable, unstable notes creates beautiful melodies. So that's one essential thing to learn. The third step is the inversion system. This is where we would go a little bit more technical. But I always make sure that it is fun to study. So what do we do in this one? Even though this kind of can get a little bit boring quickly. And we're combining this in a chord progression. So you learn about the root position, the first position or the first inversion, and the second inversion. And this is all in C major, but we do it for every chord. And then we play a chord progression that implements the... let me just play it because it's sometimes a little bit hard to explain. We start in C, the root position, then we play F in the second inversion, D minor in root, and then G. So I feel it's already getting a little bit technical. So what we do is we break them down in broken chords. If you combine that with the color blocks, then it would sound like this. So I think it was Picasso who said you first learn the rules before you break them. And that's kind of what we do. Improvisation is not about not having any rules. It's about learning the rules of improvisation, like learning the boundaries, what sounds nice, what doesn't sound nice, what works, what doesn't work. And as soon as you start realizing that, that takes time, but then you can break the rules. But the essence is that you learn the rules first. That's what we are doing here. Expression training, it's very simple. We talk about speed and we talk about dynamics. So speed means that you can play slow, you can play fast. But to create expression, you gradually increase the amount. Incremental steps. And backwards. And forward. And we follow the natural shape of the ocean's wave. That's what we do. Exactly the same for dynamics. You can play soft. You can play loud. And the magic exists when you apply speed and dynamics from soft and slow to fast and loud. And to combine that into one term, I would use the term intensity. So intensity is the combination of speed and dynamics. So low intensity towards high intensity and then going back slower. Lower intensity. And then high intensity. In the fifth step, we're talking about cinematic mastery. What is that exactly? It is the difference between this. And this. So what we do here is we create an atmosphere, a very cinematic atmosphere, and we dive even deeper into creating that atmosphere, like diving deeper into the intention. We develop an internal harmonic map for you to not rely on chord progressions, but to hear and use your ear towards the next right chord, I would say. So whenever I'm improvising, I never know like the next 10 chords, but I do always know the next one chord. I don't know the next chord after that, because I first need to hear it and then I respond to what I hear. Let me give an example of that. So now my first natural feeling is to go from A minor to F major. Now I feel I have two choices, two obvious choices. I go either to C major or to keep the tension, I can go to D minor. You see? And this internal harmonic map helps you to improvise in the spot. Like you imagine your favorite movie scene and you just So everything we've learned comes back to this. So you decide, okay, let's not go to the resolution, but keep increasing the tension. I could also have chosen to go for the resolution, and then it would have sounded like this. If I start from A minor again. Resolution. So whenever I sit in that restaurant and I have 4 hours to fill of background music, and yeah, after a while you stay a little bit too long maybe in one key, and then you can change to a different key. And yeah, that is kind of what I'm doing. And of course, to break that down in 5 steps is a very cool thing to think about, because this is exactly what I'm doing. So anyway, I currently have 10 spots open again to work with me one-on-one to reach piano freedom. If you are curious, there's a link in the description to apply. First come, first serve. And the conclusion of this is that now I can feel completely free improvising on the piano. I can earn money in Michelin Star restaurants using my color blocks. I can just sit and play whatever I hear on the piano, like what I hear on the radio or from a movie or from memory. let me explain that. So when I hear a song on the radio, I recognize chord patterns, I guess. So if you're watching this video, you probably have heard of the 4-chord song, which is, I don't even know which are the chords, but this is like one of the most popular chords. I think the 4-chord song is actually this one. So whenever I hear that in a different key, I can kind of instantly recognize that. Sorry, major. And yeah, I did that by analyzing movie soundtracks, because they resonated with me when I watch a movie, and then I feel like, okay, I need to find this on YouTube, listen to it, and play it from ear. I've done that probably more than 100 times, and yeah, whenever I learn that melody, it's just, I remember it forever. So every melody that I create, is kind of like based on every melody that I've heard in my life, I guess. And then using the stable and unstable notes, you can yeah, then that allows you to improvise, essentially. So I can instantly create new melodies. That's kind of what I just explained. Instantly come up with beautiful chord progressions. Yeah, so that is a result of listening to those to that music. So, for example, if I hear this song in a movie, then that chord progression that you learn, you can use it in your improvisations with a different melody. This was from, I forgot the name of the movie, but anyway, let's come up with a different melody. But you use kind of the same keys. Sorry, not the same keys. You use kind of the keys in the scale available, and that is your playground to create melodies. After that, there's also possibilities to move away from that, but this is like the first rules. I can instantly play existing songs from chords. So when I want to play a song, I can play that from chords. So if I see a chord progression just like this, E flat major, F, D flat major, and F, then, and the song is like that, then I play my color blocks. That's a horrible chord progression. I don't know what went wrong here. G minor, I meant. Don't know what happens in my brain. And then with my different color blocks, I can make it organic. And then come up with a new chord. Oh, that's terrible. That's the one I meant. And I can, last but not least, compose my own work. Because what we're doing is improvising, but when you create a new melody on the fly, you actually compose a new work. So if you feel like I want to compose my own work, then I would say you just do exactly what I'm telling you, record it with your phone, and it becomes your composition. That's basically how copyright works, and you don't have to do anything to do that. Like the copyright law in theory means that if you whistle a melody that doesn't exist when you're biking, it becomes your composition. So I do a little bit more than that. I also create orchestral work, but other than that, next to my own piano pieces, or this one. I hope this was helpful for you. I'm on a mission to continue to develop this method. It's not finished in the sense of like it's like this is where I am right now after 10 years of developing my method, first unconsciously and the last 2 years consciously. I hope it helps, and don't forget to click the link in the description whether you want whether you want to be first about the 10 spots, or get the PDF of this video. I would be happy to welcome you in the community. All right, thank you for watching this 30 minutes video. I didn't expect that to be 30 minutes, but yeah, thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Bye.